Hey, everyone on TikTok. What up? I'm super excited to be here this evening. Just give me a chance to get myself live here in our Facebook group. So as you guys are coming in, tonight we're talking about profit planning, the ABCs, okay? So just give me 1 second so I can get myself live here over in the community, and then we can get started. Just want to make sure I'm good. You know what? Let me bring this to this screen. Hey, everyone. As you come in, say hello. Happy Thursday. Okay, I'm good. So I'm going to move this here so I can see my notes. And then I'm going to hit go live. And I'm live. All right, let me see, because I know people are going to start popping in. All right, so hey, everyone. Welcome to my live. Today, we're going to be talking about profit planning, the ABCs. I'm super excited to be here tonight. I'm definitely not going to keep you guys too long, but if you guys start asking questions, the conversation gets good, then I'm going to be here, okay? Right now, I'm live over here on TikTok. I'm also live in our community in Circle. So if you enjoy what we're getting ready to talk about and you want to be able to access this replay and all the other replays that we have, then you definitely want to be in the community. So, hey, Ryan, how are you? Good night. Good to see you. So, again, we're talking about profit planning, the ABCs. And I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things your 2024 business plan must have. Okay, so if you have a goal to hit your first 6 figures, right, or whether it's your multiple 6 figures, whether your goal is to hit 100K in your business or 899K in your business, then you're definitely going to want to have a plan. Okay, so if you've been following me for any amount of time on any of my platforms, then you know, hey, Virginia, good night, good to see you. Then you know that all of my content has been based on teaching you guys all about planning and planning early. If you missed my webinar presentation that I did on TikTok Live, again, come in the community, okay? Because it was really, really good. So let's talk about who this is for, and then I'll introduce myself. If you are a coach, I'm speaking to 2 people. Okay, I'm speaking to 2 people. I'm speaking to one, the service provider who is looking to transition into coaching, and you know that you need a plan to be able to reach your goals in 2024. And I'm also speaking to coaches. You're already coaching, right? And maybe you've been, struggling with feast and famine months. Maybe you have, been overwhelmed with trying so many strategies, and you know that you need a plan and you need to simplify and you need to hone in, okay? If that's you, then this is going to be a valuable live. We're going to talk about 3 things that your 2024 business plan must have, okay? Now, my name is Nyala Thorpe. I'm a business strategist. If you're new to me, I have been an entrepreneur for 20 years. I have been working as a business strategist in the coaching industry for over a decade, and I specifically help my clients find and market their unique message so they can consistently sign high-paying clients. But I have not always been this successful business owner. I'm one of those business owners that started from the bottom, okay? And so I became a teenage mom, needed to make extra money, grew up in a family of business owners. So I did what I saw, and I started a business at 18 years old, and I have not looked back. I've had so many different ventures, and the most recent venture before I came in the coaching industry was I was a hair salon owner, okay? And I ended up losing my hair salon. And when I lost my hair salon, I had to start from the bottom. I was struggling financially. I didn't have money to hire, or at least I thought I didn't. I didn't have money to hire a coach. I didn't have money to buy all the courses that I wanted. I was living on welfare, government assistance, but I had a goal. I had a desire. I had a dream to make a different life and to create a better future for my children. So I was determined. And so even though I didn't have money, what I had was time. And this is something that I always tell entrepreneurs. As you guys come on in, say hello, drop your name, talk to me. I love when people talk to me. The more you talk to me, the better this live is going to be, okay? So, you know, I always say that you have one or the other, right? You either have time or you have money. And so I didn't have money, but I put in my time. Hey, Divine, welcome to the live. Nice to see you and good to be here. I'm glad you're here. So what I did is I would stay up late at night, 2, 3 in the morning on YouTube, learning everything that I could. How to create content, how to create freebies, how do I price my offers, where do I market my services, all the things, right? And because I was a solopreneur, because I didn't have money to get help, I had to learn how to do things myself. I had to put together step-by-step processes and different systems and strategies that was going to help me grow my business. Still with having 2 children that were school age, still working a job, but having to figure out how was I going to grow this business. So I had to switch. I can't stand when I can't swipe. Oh, okay, no problem. I don't even know. Okay, but I'm still leaving it on because I want to make sure the replay is in the community. So I had to figure this stuff out. And that is how I became a master at planning. A master at planning, okay? And I'm going to help you guys plan your 2024 where it is so it can be your most productive and most profitable, teaching you all the things that I've been able to do while growing my business from welfare to 7 figures, okay? And I'm going to teach you all the things that I have done to really plan out my year, okay? So again, if you're now coming in, say hello. We're talking about 3 things your 2024 business plan must have. Number 1, take out your pen, take out your pads. Let's start taking notes. I'm going to be giving you a series of questions that you're going to want to make sure that you are considering when you start your plan, okay? So, number 1, the first thing that your plan needs is focus, okay? Now, y'all know I always talk about focus as an entrepreneur, focus as a CEO, but today I'm talking about focus in terms of your planning. And so, for example, whenever you're getting ready to plan for the new year, you want to make sure that you're clear, you're assessing your business, and you're seeing what's working, what's not. And even if you're new and you're now getting started, you want to make sure that you have clarity so you know what you're building. You can't build if you don't know what you're building. So one question you want to answer is, who do you want to serve? So whether you're starting out or whether you are, you've been at this business, but maybe you're not reaching your goals, or maybe you have higher goals, then you want to make sure that this part is clear. Who does your business serve? Okay? And that means for some of you that you got to do market research. That means for some of you that you may have to, go after a different target market. A lot of the people who are attracted to me, they want to sell high ticket services. They want to sell high end coaching packages. And in order to do that, you got to get clear on who does your business serve. So write that down on your notepad. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. And thank you so much, everybody else who's liking the live. I appreciate it. Okay. The second question, what do you want to sell? What do you want to provide to the market? This is important because when we talk about putting together 2024 profit plans, in order to reach a certain income goal, you got to know who you're selling to and you got to know what you're selling, right? And again, I'm speaking to people who are now getting started, and I'm speaking to people who's been doing this, but you know that you want 2024 to be your most profitable. You got to pay attention to where you may have some gaps in your business. Okay. So again, who do you want to serve? Remember, and let's go back to who do you want to serve? I always feel like I spend time here because this is the part that people glaze over so much, but it's the most important. Because think about it. I said, you also have to answer the question, what do you want to provide? But how can you answer the question, what do you want to provide, if you're not clear on the needs, right, and the challenges that the person you want to serve is facing? Okay? Now, let me get deeper with that. Let's say you are a sales coach. Okay? You are a sales coach. What you're providing is sales knowledge and strategy, correct? That's the actual, skill set that you have and that you are wanting to create a business and grow with. However, in order for you to be able to make the money you desire, in order for you to reach the profit goals you have, it's not enough to just say, I'm an expert at selling and I can give you some tips. You got to speak directly to somebody who has a challenge. You have to speak directly to them. So that way, if they're seeing your content, they're like, I know this is for me. But you can't do that if you're not clear on who you serve. Okay? Hold on. Hey, bad gal Jody. What's up, girl? I love that. Where are you from? Jamaica? I'm assuming, but welcome to the live. Ryan said, if you don't get very, very, very specific on your target client, you waste so much time. Very true. When I first came into this industry, I told you I've been working in the coaching and consulting space for over a decade. And when I first came in this industry, I had a lot of skill sets because I had a lot of businesses before I started coaching. Right? Not only that, I always have a desire to want to help people. So when I got started, I just said I wanted to help single moms because I was a single mom. But that wasn't enough. And I went through years of the merry-go-round just because I did not want to make a decision and get clear on one specific person that I am going to help. And that is the first thing that you want to do. So again, we're talking about profit planning, the ABCs. We're talking about 3 things your 2024 business plan is going to need, okay? And the first thing is focus. And we're going through some questions that you're going to want to answer, so make sure you're taking notes. First question, who do you want to serve? Second question, what do you want to provide? Third question, when do you want to start providing? Okay? Remember, when we talk about planning, and I want to give you an example. If I know, let's use the sales coach, for example. If I'm a sales coach and I am looking to launch a new program in 2024 that's going to help me get to my 6-figure goal, I need to know exactly when am I going to launch? When am I going to start this? Why? Why do I need to know this? Because I also have to know, how am I going to market to get people into this service? Do you see what I'm saying? So before you can do anything, you got to have focus and you got to be able to answer these questions. Where are you going to deliver your programs and services? If it's coaching you're looking to get into, that's who I'm speaking to tonight. How are you going to deliver these services? It's very important, okay? So first thing, focus. Second, and this is my favorite part. And obviously you knew we was going to talk about this because I told you that this whole quarter I'm talking about planning. Okay. So the second thing is you need a plan. Once you have focus and you're clear on who you're going to serve, what you're selling, when you're selling, where you're going to deliver this, how you're going to deliver this, right? Once you have focus and you can answer these questions and you can write it down, pen to paper. I know a lot of people might be digital, but I'm pen to paper. Now you need a plan. So I want you to think of your business plan like a mountain, okay? Think of your business plan like a mountain, okay? Your mission statement is the base of the mountain, the mission that you have. I'm on a mission as a sales coach to help women make more sales in their business, right? I'm just making this up so we could keep the example going. But your business is a mountain. The mission is the bottom of the mountain. Your big dream to hit that 6 figures next year is the top of the mountain. Your plan is all what's in between. What are the things I'm going to do all year to get to this big dream? Okay? Are y'all following me? Give me a yes if you're following me. Okay? So you got to have a plan. So we know that we know who we want to serve. We know what we're selling. We know where we're delivering, all of that good stuff. But now we need to have a plan that's going to back that up. Right? And this is where I think a lot of people start to struggle the most, because I feel like many people can at least answer about their product. But then when it comes to how am I going to actually get my product in front of more people? What are the daily things that I have to do, right? What are the tools that I'm going to need? What's the support that I'm going to need? These are all the things that has to be a part of the plan. Again, pen to paper. Okay? Divine by Design. Hey. Let me click so I can see what your name is. Hold on. Divine by, your name is not there. Hey, girlfriend, tell me your name so I can say hello. Welcome to the live. Ryan said, is there an illustration of the mountain in your planner? No, but it's in the training. Thank you for mentioning that. So I am, and we're going to keep going. But for those of you who are now coming in, hey, Vivian, welcome to the live. We're talking about profit planning, the ABCs. I am on a mission this quarter to help everyone who's following me, everyone who's attached to me, to get ready for 2024 to make it your most profitable. I'm going to be doing a series of 4 workshops starting on November 29th. I'm not selling you guys anything in this live stream. However, if you're listening to me and you're someone who wants to plan your year with me, then my waiting list to my workshops is open right now in my profile. And what Ryan is talking about is on October 30th, we're going to start registrations for these workshops. But also on Wednesday, November 1st, we're going to start selling these brand new Plan to Profit planners that's going to help you plan out your year as I teach you in the workshops, okay? So I want you to stick with me. If you're new to me, follow me, stick with me. Make sure you come on these lives, learn what you can learn. And then those of you who are serious about your stuff, you get on that waiting list so you could be the first to know and grab your spot when we open up registration on Monday. So no, to answer your question, Ryan, the mountain is not in the book, but it's in the training when we actually start planning. Okay. All right. So let's recap real quick. 3 things that your business plan needs. Number 1 is focus. You got to be able to answer those questions, because you cannot build out a plan of action without focus. Okay. And that's something that's big. I'm going to talk about that. The second thing is you need the actual plan. What am I going to implement, right? How, maybe you want to be able to, maybe one of your goals next year is to be able to have passive income. Maybe you want to set up a funnel for your business. What's the plan? We can't keep wishing and putting stuff down and saying that we want to do things and not having a plan of action. Okay? And that takes me to number 3. The third thing that your plan needs is action. Is action. In all my years of working with entrepreneurs, a lot of people have focus, but no plan, no action. They forever writing, putting pen to paper, forever writing things down and answering all the questions, but never having a plan and never starting to take action. Then you got people who, they got the plan. They got the plan. But they never did the foundational work, so their plan lacked focus. So then nothing works. And then we got people out there who's doing number 3, taking all the action, but no focus, no plan. So you consistently working and still not getting the results that you want. Your business plan needs all 3: focus, plan, and action. Okay? And so I want you to break it down. If I'm a sales coach, let's use the same example. If I'm a sales coach, right? And my goal is that I want to launch a program in 2024 All right, fine. I got to get clear and focused first on who the client is. What am I launching? Break down the program. Make sure I have all the dates and all the things that I have to do, right? Then I got to make sure that I get the plan back. What day am I going to start seeding the offer? How many teasers am I going to need? Am I going to need emails? Am I going to need shopping carts, right? You got to know this stuff, guys, else you're not going to be able to reach your results. But then after you have the plan, you need the action. So this is where you now start to put things in smaller, actionable steps. Because who I'm speaking to this year are the people who sometimes you're working a 9-to-5 job. You have a lot of responsibilities. You might not have a lot of time to put in your business. And maybe all you have is an hour a day. You need to know what actions am I taking in this hour to drive profits and reach that goal on the top of the mountain. So you now have to break down all this stuff in your plan into some actionable steps. Some of the steps is for you to take. Some of the steps is for you to hire out. Some of the steps don't belong there. But you first have to start by taking those actions. Okay? Now, Ryan said that's me. Tell me which one. I missed it. I totally missed it. Which one is you? Which one are you lacking? Focus, planning, or action? Sometimes it's all, sometimes it's two. In my experience, most people lack either number one, right? So they do all the focus, but they don't have the rest, or they do the action, but they don't have a plan, and it's not focused. You understand? That's why this is my 7th year doing the Plan to Profit experience. That's why I literally carved out Q4 for SEPs. This is my 7th year to teach this stuff. Because this is the stuff that helped me when I was a single mom in the corner trying to figure this stuff out. This is the type of stuff that helped me. Planning, I think that's what I'm working on, and pen to paper focus. Okay, Virginia said, yes, I've made a plan and now it's time for action. That's right. Ryan said, I have invisible focus. I got a mental idea, and that's all right. And that's a lot of people. That's why we got to talk about this, because we are creatives, right? And so we get these ideas, but then they become ideas. They just stay ideas because we don't actually map out plans. And then, which I didn't plan on speaking about this, but then the last thing is being committed to follow through on the plan. Again, I've been doing this for 7 years. And I have people that come back to Plan to Profit every year. And some of them, I see them hit their goals. And some of them, I see they don't. Because it's also being committed to following through on your plans. Right? That's the other thing that's important. So, that's it. Okay, guys. So let's recap again. And just to reset, hey, you guys who are in the community, just to reset, we're talking about profit planning, the ABCs. I want to invite you guys to join the Plan to Profit experience. It's going to be a 4-part workshop. Okay. You're going to have the opportunity to join one or all. It doesn't matter. So I have it open where you can join what you need. The first workshop is all about planning your productivity. All right. So it's all about creating your ideal schedule. That is the first workshop, November 29th. The second workshop is planning your programs. Okay. And so by the end of the workshop, you will have your programs planned out. This is what we were just talking about. Who are you selling? What are you selling? When are you selling? How are you delivering? What's the tools you need? What support do you need? That's the second workshop. And the way the workshops are going to be designed is that for the first 30 minutes, I'm going to teach the part of the framework. And then for the next 30 to 45 minutes, we're going to do the plan. This is not a come and just, my live streams right now is for you to come and learn. But when you come to workshop, it's for you to have your plan. Okay. The next workshop, which is December 13th. So November 29th, December 6th, then December 13th is planning your promotions. So this is your 12-month content plan, okay? So now that I know all the programs that I'm doing or whatever I'm doing, and I have it in my plan, now what is the content and the promotions that's going to back that plan up? What do I need to have out there? What are my monthly content topics, weekly content topics? I'm tripping up, okay? So third workshop is planning your promotions. And then the last workshop is planning your profit. So that's when we're going to look at the numbers, take inventory. And for some of you guys, what I'm saying is going to be foreign. You want to know why? Because you ain't never planned. Okay, you've never had a real business plan going into the next year of business. So some of this may sound foreign, but it is exactly what you need to make next year your most productive and profitable. Okay, Ryan said, do you have a plan live or overcoming obstacles and being committed? Absolutely. So I'm going to be going live almost every day starting Monday. When registration opens for Plan to Profit, we're going to be going through a series of topics, and some of them, there are going to be about mindset. I know one of the topics we're going to be talking about is 4 things that really hold people back when it comes to following through on their plans. And one of those things are the limiting beliefs. One of those things are the obstacles that you have in your way, and how do you overcome those things? So absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So again, let's recap. I was just telling you guys about the workshop. Make sure you get on the waiting list for that. And then look out for November 1st. So this is our actual planners. Those of you who are coming to the workshop, you are going to get the digital one. Okay. It is going to be a part of your implementation materials. I told you the workshop is about planning, not just learning. However, I love pen to paper. So this is going to be for sale on November 1st, over 100 pages, walking you through the Plan to Profit blueprint. And, you know, exactly what we're going to talk about in the workshops, okay? Can you guys see that? Because I definitely want you to see this, okay? This is the Plan to Profit blueprint. These are the 4 phases that I took to go from welfare, living in government assistant homes, to a 7-figure company. Okay, this right here, planning every year with this. So phase 1 is plan your productivity. The first thing you do is you assess where your business is right now. You assess. Okay, that's right here. I'm messing up. Assess is right here. After you assess your business, then you schedule. Okay, how do I create a schedule that's going to allow me to actually take those action steps? Why does my thing look like this? Do you all see that? Is it because of the book? Maybe the light from the book is bouncing. Do y'all see that? Hold on. Hold on. It looks really like, did I touch something? I don't know. Let me wipe my lens. That is so weird. It's bright. Ooh. All right, hold on. We're going to figure this out. What is going on? I didn't even do anything. All I did was picked up the book. Well, I'm not going to let this stop me. Let's keep going. Hopefully it will come back. So, okay. So step 1 is plan your productivity. First, you're going to assess where your business is. Then you're going to schedule. Okay. And lastly, right here is your goals. Mapping out your 2024 goals. That's what we're going to do in workshop 1. And the book helps you do that. It was the book. Yeah, I figured that. Okay. The second one is planning your programs. Okay. And I hope you guys are writing this down, because even if you join me, whether you join me or not, I'm telling you to plan. You can do this if you want. Go figure it out. I'm telling you to plan. All right. So the second phase is plan your program. So this is when we talked about this. You get clear on the person. We do the research necessary to get very clear on the person. Then these are your programs. Okay? And then these are your pricing. We're going to talk about all of this in the workshop. Boom. Next phase, the promotions. Make sure y'all are writing this down, okay? Next phase is your promotions. First step is dates. So remember we talked about, okay, well, if I'm a sales coach and there's a program that I want to launch, you know, what is a promotions, right? Like, for example, I'll give you a real world example. If you look at my TikTok, maybe about a month ago, right, Ryan? You would know this. Maybe about, hey, Chelsea, maybe about a month ago, we started seeding this. We started putting out teasers. We started talking about it on the live. I started showing people the old stuff. We started putting out BTS of how it was being made, right? This was right after my challenge ended. Why? Because it was planned since last year. And so before you even launch something, there's a date that you need, and you need to know, am I going to be seeding for 14 days? Am I right? So those are the dates. After the dates is the content. So now you got to map out the actual content. This month, we're talking about planning. Next month, we're talking about content. And December, we're talking about visibility. Why? Because we know that those are the topics that helps drive and attract the person who would need plan to profit. See, when you have your plans mapped out, everything flows to help you reach your goal. Last one is the actions. We just talked about that. What are the actions that you got to take to now drive the plan? And then the final one, which is the fourth workshop, which is plan your profits. This is the one that nobody talks about. I see so many business coaches that likes to talk about marketing, and that's my specialty, marketing, messaging. I love it. But not enough people talk about the numbers. I talk about the numbers because I run a data-driven business. As a matter of fact, in my coaching programs, every Friday, my clients are asked to submit their KPIs. Why? Because you can't measure if your plan is working if there are no KPIs. If you don't know your conversion rates, if you don't know your numbers. I did a training 2 nights ago. I think Chelsea was on. 2 nights ago, I did a training and I gave a real example of how somebody can make, $10,000 a month with a $2,500 program, only have 1 hour a day to work on their business. And I showed them on the slides the example. And when we did the numbers, all that person needed was 400 people. How many of you right now have 400 followers? Put 1 in the chat. How many of you right now have 400 people on the email list? How many of you right now have $400 people on another platform? So some of you have the numbers, but because you're not looking at the numbers, you don't know how to make data-driven decisions. That's what Plan Your Profits is about. So the fourth workshop is all about planning your profits. So again, get on the waiting list. These workshops are what I do for my clients, and we're going to be opening up 10 guest seats for each workshop. So again, you'll be able to choose which one you want, or if you want to come to all 4, there'll be a bundled option as well. And if you don't want to have to pay for these workshops and you love what you're hearing here and you want to be able to work with me next year to grow your business, then you get to just join my program. Because if you join Monetize You, then you don't have to pay for the workshops. Okay? And that you can do now. So you definitely go on the profile and check everything out. So, okay, let's answer some questions. If you guys have any questions, if you want to come up and chat with me, if y'all want to talk or anything, I'll stay a little bit longer with you all and see. Did you guys find this valuable? Let me know. Put a value in the comments if you found this valuable. Thank you, Jay Butterfly. Thank you for liking the live and sharing. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you. I'm so glad. I am so glad. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't miss anybody, because I don't like when people come and I don't acknowledge them. All right. I don't think I missed anybody. All right. Thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you so much. Jay Butterfly. What's your name? Or do I call you Jay? Jay. I'm always trying to click the little circle thingy just so I can see people's name. Janine. Hi, Janine. I'm Nyala. Welcome to my live. All right. So do you guys have any questions? If you have any questions, just type anything in the comments and I'll wait. If not, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys. The next time you'll see me, so make sure you follow and make sure you put on your notifications. I'll tell you our next live. On Monday, we're supposed to be talking about from 5-figure months to 5-figure days. Okay, so this is going to be for my higher level entrepreneurs. So from 5-figure months to 5-figure days, we're going to be talking about 3 strategic things that I made to go from 5-figure months to 5-figure days. So if you are someone who you are already making more than $10,000 a month, but you want to be able to increase that, then we're going to talk about 3 things that you can put attention to in your 2024 plan. Everything is about planning. Okay? So even if I'm talking about coaching packages or content, it is all going to lead back to planning, okay? All right, so I'm going to leave you guys. You all have a good night. Thank you so much for being here.